not even believe I'm saying that. I hope everyone had a fabulous holiday season and a happy and safe new year. I love that I'm seeing all of the YouTube videos going up about people's 2020 resolutions, and I've been watching those pretty religiously, trying to get my own affairs in order in that department. Today's video is really exciting because it's been something that I've been working on for months now. I know everybody knows from my previous videos that at the beginning of the year I took the dive into digital planning, digital note-taking, digital log notes, pretty much everything digital to try to cut down on my paper print, as well as just being more organized and more diligent and more on top of all of the paperwork that comes with being an SLP in a school system. All my SLPs out there that work in an elementary school, and I'm sure elsewhere, y'all know what I'm talking about. So I'm happy to say that it has gone flawlessly this year. I love it. I wasn't sure at the beginning of the year just because it was something that was so new to me, but I don't think I'm ever going to go back to a paper system unless the county decides to mandate that and make that a thing. Hopefully they don't, because I really love doing everything digitally this year. Moving on from that, I knew I wanted to keep going with my digital planner that I've been using this year. I kind of threw one together over the summer, and that's what I'd been using up until this point, just to see if I liked it. I didn't want to put too much effort into it just in case it wasn't working out for me. But like I said, it is. So I really wanted to do an all-encompassed journal / planner. I tried having two for a little bit, like a personal one and one that I used for school. It was just like a pain in the butt to switch between them. So this time around, I decided to do a completely all-in-one personal and professional planner. So I'm very excited about that because I put a lot of work into this and I'm pretty proud with how it came out. So I'm going to show you guys what I've got going on for my Ultimate SLP 2020 planner.
This is the cover of my new planner. I went with a farmhouse rose gold theme, and then across I have the 4 buttons that I probably use the most in the planner, and I found that this just helps to cut down on the clutter of tabs in the planner. So if we go to the index page, I have the SLP index down the left hand side and then my personal index down the right hand side. For the SLP index, I have my IEP dates and my re-eval meeting dates. They're both the same boxes. It's just where I put in all of the upcoming meetings for these specific things so I don't miss one. Then I have my student meetings, which are for students that are not currently on my caseload, but we're kind of keeping an eye on. So I'll go to these meetings and take all of that information down so I know what I'm observing. Then I have my eval and re-eval checklist. And that kind of is where I'm going to put the students, the tests that I'm using, the due date of the evaluation, the type of evaluation it is, and then the date that I entered it into the system. And I feel like this will just keep me on track. Then I have my monthly and weekly lesson plans. I find that I'm using the monthly one more. It's just an empty grid for the 4 weeks. It's just easier for me to see everything as an overview rather than doing it weekly. But in case I do need to get more detailed, I have a weekly one available where I can just kind of jot it in and add any adjustments that I might need to. Then I have a notes page, which is just a blank page to jot anything down. And then my schedule, which I'm hoping to implement and start using in this journal, but currently I'm using one elsewhere. Down the personal side, I have daily, weekly, and monthly planning pages. I find that I use the daily one the most. This is what it looks like. I find it easy to just sit down in the morning and kind of jot the things down that need to be written down, and I can kind of get on with my day and keep track of what I'm doing. Weekly is just more of like a brain dump page for me where I just can jot things down under that specific day and then add them into the daily one later. And then the monthly one is more of like an overview of everything, so all the important dates that might be coming up that month, some income information, bills that need to be paid, things like that. Then I have my meal prep page, and that is where I can plan out all the meals on the left-hand side and then keep a running list of any ingredients that I may need to pick up at the store. My goals page, I have a breakdown of any goals that I want to accomplish, so I can list the goal, why I'm working towards it, and then all of the little steps to help me achieve that goal. Then I have my habit tracker, and that is a monthly thing, and I can list all my habits down the left-hand side and then color in the corresponding circle on the days that I completed that habit. And then the last page is just some journaling pages in case I ever need to take notes or write things down. I can do that as well. Stickers. So that brings you to the page of most used stickers, and these are all individual PNGs. I like to do this for the ones that I feel like I'm going to use frequently, so this way I don't have to constantly import and crop them. I just find this a little bit easier. You can use the lasso tool and just kind of move them anywhere you need to in the planner, which is really nice. And then my extras tab is just, honestly, checklists. I really like making checklists, so I have the ability to kind of start running lists. I can put the title at the top and then check it off as I go along. Then down the side, I have all of my monthly tabs. I left these in because this is what I imagine you would get in a traditional planner. But if you just click on the tab of the month, it'll bring you to the monthly overview page, which this is what I use mostly to track my meetings at work. And I can fill it in with the different dates and then use the stickers so I can kind of get a general overview of all the things that I have going on that week. And then up at the top left hand side, I have my weeks, so I can just click on them and it takes me right to that week. I find that I don't use this spread as much as I normally would, but again, I left it in there because that's what you would get in a traditional planner. And I feel like maybe as the year moves on, I might gravitate towards it. And I do like to break it down into like morning, afternoon, and evening. And this way I can kind of keep track of my days.
That's everything for my updated 2020 digital planner. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any suggestions of things to add into the planner that I could maybe tweak and update. Make sure you're following me on Instagram. My handle is the Speech Loft. I will be posting there a whole lot more now that we're getting 2020 underway once the school year picks up again. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.